Well, as you can see, we've got weeds in our field. Typical. We kind of knew that was coming though, because when we looked in it the other day, we could see them. So that needs spraying. Fabulous. It looks like we have an awful lot of sheep, and to be fair, in that pen we do. We've got 49 sheep in there. It's a lot of sheep. Right, so clearly we need to spray that with some stuff. And I haven't got any, have I? I haven't got any weed killer or herbicide. So we need some of that. I think I'll get it delivered. There we go. 2 containers of herbicide. I've got the Helm herbicide for a change. We need to unload that. And then we need to fill it up with that. So what we'll do is we'll quickly get that done. Neither of the other 2 fields have weeds in, which is quite convenient. But there is a contract available, which I'm going to do. It is for harvesting field 11, which isn't worth an awful lot, 3,602. But it's just there. It's not too big, and it's not too small. So I think that would be all right to do. There was another contract there which was for cultivating. What? It's 15. There it is. Very rectangular. Not a bad shape. Quite large though. Maybe we'll look at doing that too. But first, I want to get this done. And I'm determined to get this through a gate without this stupid collision on these wheels. Haha! I did it! I must really know what I'm doing. Not. Right. Unfortunately, this is the same field that we did the maps on last time, so we kind of... I don't like this boom, because you have to push both mouse buttons down. It doesn't feel right. This won't take very long, guys and girls. I think this is the only sprayer I've had so far that's not got changeable width on it. How typical. I don't think I've ever checked that before. Not to worry. So like I said, that was going to be quick, and it was. Quick as you like, Mike. You are taking your sweet time to fold up today. I might have to grease its old joints, because it's so old. Right, do not get stuck on post. Thank you. Okie dokie, so that is done. Like a done thing on the barbecue. Burnt and crispy. If I'm cooking it, it is anyway. So we want you, because I like you. I do like this tractor. So we're going to put that onto the old corn cart. I'm pretty sure we've got... Oh, we don't need a drawbar, do we? As we're doing corn. Didn't even accept the contract. Let's do that. Accept the contract. Thank you. Right. So what we do need to do is we need to move the header trailer out. Oh, what? I forgot I had a tree in the middle of the yard. That will do. Trying to do all this one-handed because I have a cup of tea in my hand. And it's keeping my hands warm because it's very chilly this evening. And he didn't like it. No, he didn't like it. Good old JCB. If it was a little bit faster, which I think can be said for all JCB loaders, if it was just a little bit faster, it would be quite nice. Who put that header on this trailer? It surely wasn't me. I reckon it must have been somebody else. Oh, CEEBUR. One-handed. I think I'm doing well for one-handed, to be fair. This could get tricky. Because we are totally not facing the right way. Still, round some more. There we go, that'll do. Put it on. It's made me front tyres flat, look. They're all squishy. Oh. Yep. I can do it with one hand. It just about reached. Okay. Hold up. You're all sat there looking at it going, what the hell is he doing? Keeping my hands warm, that's what I'm doing. I'm moving from one hand to the other with my cup, getting my hands to get warm, because it's so bloomin' cold tonight. I'll be finished my tea in a minute, and it'll be back to normal, where it's all crazy with the mouse look. Off we go. I haven't named... Oh. You are kidding me. We'll come back and get that, alright? You just can't rely on good help these days. It seems non-existent. You'd think that whoever comes up with these mods and stuff would fix them, but no, apparently not. Why fix it? Why fix it when it works perfectly terrible in the first place? Right. Now. Cut. What the? I'm not impressed with the rate of which we get eggs. Does that mean I'm going to go into the XML and change it? No, I'm not going to do that on this map because we are not going to stay here long enough. In fact, I think once we have harvested these fields that we have, I reckon we'll have 4 pallets worth of wool, so we can sell our sheep, our wool, our eggs, all that's in the fields. and go, and we'll get one more cut of silage, I believe. Not that that is essential, because we're not going with the money that we make, and we're just going to go off and do something else. Where, what, I haven't decided. What I have decided is, as you know, Attingham will be replaced with Court Farms. Court Farm will be the one that we go to for that. And the Bally Spring series, I'm pretty sure we're going to go to Dusty Dave's new map. I can't remember what it's called right now because I am rubbish. This field is okay. A bit concerned that it might be a bit on the large side. Hurry up! Are you ready? So this combine is a reworked version of the combine that I had on Autumnwood, I have discovered. The Autumnwood series I did, which was on Chellington. We could do with a bigger header. We'll have a waffle, and then I should just crack on and do it. I'll do it all in time lapse. If it's too long, then I'll jump cut in the middle, but it'll be alright. So yes, there we have it. What other news have I got? I haven't really got any news. Channel is performing quite well without the 3 other videos, which I thought was a bit odd. This is going to sound really strange, but over the past 2 weeks or so, obviously I've cut the videos in half to try and get this map editing stuff done, and I thought, oh, we're going to take a hit. We're going to take a hit on the channel for this, and it hasn't. If anything, we're doing slightly better. So that can only tell me that 2 videos a week of the same map is too much for you guys to watch. And you're just not watching both of them, or people are just not watching both of them, you know, whether it is subscribers or regular viewers. They're just, something is happening somewhere along the lines. But my views have not dropped. So that was a bit odd. I've been toying with doing double down on the farm at the weekends, and that just makes so much more work for myself. So I don't know what we're going to do. You just have to wait and see what I come up with. Eventually we'll have to make some changes, because as the summer comes in, I need to work more. I need to make use of the warmer weather. So real life comes first, I'm afraid. That's just the way it is. I've got to buy terribly expensive Christmas presents for my children. That's not the case at all. What I do have to do is buy heating oil to keep us warm during next winter. And that's no joke. Anyway, we won't get into that doom and gloom, because that is just somber like a sombrero on a Mexican man drinking tequila from a bottle made from wooden thorns. What? Time lapse! I went on inside like this. I come to the conclusion that the camera view is not right for the windscreen. So, is it we're missing some there, we're going to have to come back. Is it that the model is too small, so the scaling is wrong? Or have they got the camera in the wrong place? And I was thinking, I reckon the camera must be in the wrong place. That's what the problem is. I'm missing some there too. So I think the camera, for one, is too far forwards. I also think it's too high. Now, I remember that there was a mod. Now, I can't remember which one it was for though, whether it was for 17 or for 19. But there was a mod that enabled you to adjust the driver seating position. Anybody remember that? Was that on 19 or 17? We just need to go down about half a foot, I reckon. There's another little bit down there, isn't there? Let's go get it. Get that. Thank you. Let's see if we can get this little bit here. Not from inside view we won't, because we can't see sod all. But we can like that. Oh, it won't let me get it. Why not? Oh, I haven't got it down. Oh, I could call myself some really rude names sometimes. And there we go. So we can turn that off. It's very noisy. No need for that much noise. Alright, to the front. I don't care what anybody says. I really like this tractor. And when I first pulled into the field, went up round the corner to get that load up in the corner there, and I was driving it up from, I think it was this view. I was looking at it, I was thinking, I really want to drive one of these for a harvest. What joyous fun that would be. Big flotation wheels like that. Awful on the road. Oh, they're horrible. The first tractor I drove with flotation wheels on, I did harvest with. The roads, off-road, when you get onto the tracks, bumpy tracks and that, fantastic, wouldn't want anything else. But on the roads, absolutely awful. Rolling around. We put the pressures up to try and stop it. Didn't work. Go around bends and it bumps you around because it rolls over onto the edge of the, puts its weight onto the edge of the tyre, see? And obviously because there's such a gap between the tread, you get that bump from it. Oh, it's horrendous. If you haven't driven on flotation tyres, you're very lucky. So anyway, we're going to go tip this off. I got really confused and forgot that we had two tip points down here at the same place called different things. And that's the type of thing that's bothering me about this map is I don't want to knock Peter at all, but he really let himself down a little bit with lack of creativity. And I think it was more to do with the pressure of getting the map out than it was anything else, because I know that he's been really busy with his real life stuff. So it, you know, I think it was just too much pressure put on him, and he let it get put on him to get the map out, I think. You all think that I knocked those over, and I didn't. They were already down when I came up here. Honest, officer. Right, so let's tip out this last little bit, see what money we make on our tips. Ha, tips, haha. You thought I was funny, but I'm not. Okay. We make an extra 4,140 on top of our contract. So that takes us up to 7,700 roughly. Collect. So we've got 188,604. Oh, these cars. Some maps they've got collision triggers on them. Well, you see them and you feel like you need to miss them. You don't need to miss them because you can just drive straight through them. But it still puts the pagoda up here, doesn't it? Does me anyway. So that was an eventful. That was an enjoyable actually. I was getting a bit sleepy, if I have to be honest, doing that field. It was very calming and relaxing. Sat there listening to the radio, thinking to myself, I could go to sleep right now. Because the heater's kicked in the shed in Shedingham Palace. The heater has kicked in. We have got the sweats now. It's never a nice comfortable temperature, is it? It's always really hot, you get all sweaty and horrible, or it's really cold and you can't feel your toes or your fingers. There's never a happy medium. Except for the mediums that do readings, obviously, because they make a lot of money. So they're quite happy, I guess. Unless they get a sad story to tell, then they wouldn't be so happy. Oh, these cars. It's so real life though. It's happened. What's happened? Pulled over to get into a really tight turning, and I've had them come down thinking that they're clever, and they're not. You just want to go out there and thump them. Stupid human beings. The human race really is flawed in so many ways. I mean, we let people make us work, you know? We let people do that. You want money? You have to work for it. Well, why do I need money? Well, I need food. Why should I have to pay for food? Why can't I just have my food? You all know what I'm talking about. It's gotten ridiculous. Mobile phones, for instance, they had this cost cap put on the mobile phones, didn't we? So I think it's been for 3 years we had this cost cap. 3 years or something like that, we've had this cost cap on mobile phones and internet, broadband and all that jazz. And now obviously, I think it's 1st of April or 12th of April or something like that. I can't remember the exact date. And they're like, oh yeah, your cost cap ends there. And every single company has said, we're going to put it up and I think the price, the percentage is like 13%, pretty much across the board. There's the odd company that isn't doing it or isn't going to the extreme, but why? Why? Do they need it? Do they need all that money? They've been going for the last 3 years on the same figures, still making millions and billions. Do they need an extra 13% on top of that? No, they don't. It's greed, and it's disgusting. That's my rant over for today. Well, it really boils my pee, that does. It really does. Greed. It's just greed everywhere. If it's not money, it's subscribers. If it's not subscribers, it's viewers. Greed, greed, greed. But why do they want more viewers and subscribers? So they can make more money. Greed. It's just a never-ending cycle of twerps in the world. I think I've finished. Yes, I've finished. I've got it off my chest. I actually feel about 30% light. No, 13% lighter. Well, that is going to be, if it isn't already, it is ready. This grass grows fast, doesn't it? Did I fertilise this? I think I did. This one ready? Yeah. Let's have a look at the other one. Well, perhaps, just through greed's sake of it all, we can get another cut. We could use the John Deere, actually. Mix it up a little bit. That's ready too. Okay, well, the grass is ready. So we'll probably get silage cut and then get over onto harvest, because that's not going to be ready to harvest in the next episode, is it? So more silage is on the way. Could we think... Over the next week, I will think of a possible new way of doing it that we've not done it like before. I haven't used any silage blowers in 22 yet, like the Jaguar, the Class Jaguar, or anything like that. Perhaps we'll have an experiment with some stuff like that. How's my sheeps? And yes, they are called sheeps. Looking a bit woolly. You need a doctor. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe and may the weather be with you.